Hi guys, Mr. Jones here. We had an issue today where I couldn't record class, so I kind of wanted to just go over with you those things that we were doing today. So today we are going to read about the Aztec, and we started kind of looking at them yesterday. I'm going to highlight the important information from our book, and there's an exit ticket I want you to work on. So to go back and take a look at that, we are on. If you go to your McGraw-Hill book again, you get there through Clever. You open up chapter 1, section 2, and we are on page 3. The Aztec Empire. The first paragraph here talks a lot about the same thing that we read with the prickly pear cactus myth. Okay? And the big thing I want you to highlight on here is the Aztec capital city, Tenochtitlan. Okay, that's one that you are going to have to know for any kind of work that you do or quiz or test. Okay? Tenochtitlan was a city built in the middle of a giant lake. It was on an island. So, in order to be able to get back and forth from that island, they made roads or bridges. And to think about this, they were able to do this without machinery, without cranes, without bulldozers. They were able to build up bridges made out of dirt that connected the city to the mainland. They also built up air fields for growing crops. So it's kind of an engineering miracle. Um, as far as Aztec culture, so you want to make sure that you highlight all of this. And then under Aztec culture, the Aztec army captured many neighboring communities. They were a military empire, they were a warrior people. Okay. The people they conquered had to work as slaves. Some of them, the people they conquered had to pay tribute. Tribute, sort of like a tax, and the tribute was in food or other goods. The Aztec was a theocracy. In other words, their religious leaders were in control of their society. And they believed that in order to keep their gods happy, they believed in human sacrifice. Okay. And we kind of talked about that yesterday with the journey of a princess. The city of Tenochtitlan, it's well documented that it was such a grand city that many Europeans, when they first saw it, compared it to any of the great cities in Europe. Rome, Paris, London. They said it could easily be matched with any of those. So I want you guys to take from the Aztecs that not only were they warriors and had this kind of brutal religious system, but they were also fantastic engineers. Their culture believed in education. Everybody in Aztec culture was educated. Um, they believed in art and poetry. So it was a very complex society. A lot of times, all we remember from it is kind of the brutal part of it, but it's also important to remember that it was a very, very complex society that had a lot of things that would rival any of the other cities on Earth at the time. So, what you need to do is make sure you have these things highlighted in your book. You're going to need those again a little bit later on. Okay. And then what I want you to do is go to Google Classroom, and under classwork for today is an exit ticket. And it just has a few questions about the Aztec. It'll kind of give you some points to see how you did on it, but this isn't graded. All I do is grade it to see that you did it. I give you, if you did it, you get full points for it. And all I'm doing is checking in to see who gets the main concepts for today. So make sure you fill that exit ticket out and turn it in. And then the only other thing you would need to do is on your own watch your current events. Okay? So, guys, thanks for watching this. Make sure you highlight in your book because you're going to need that later when we do that work. Have a great day. Bye.